A new world. The taint of the undead is here, and it is strong. Time to set up a new base for the Wolfpack. The Animates are trying to take over this world. That will not happen, for I am the Lord of the Wolves, Lord Von Wolf. Greetings everyone, Wolf here with the new Minecraft 1.14, the Village and Pillage update. Alright, here we are, we got our new world, and I have a game plan actually already set in motion, and here we are in the savannah. Alright, so we got to get going here. We got a lot of new stuff to get going on, and a lot of plans I'm going to do. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to get something that we're going to save as our first item that we're going to get, and I like the color red. That's my favorite color, so we're going to get this red poppy. And of course we get our first recipe, which is the red dye. Let's click that on and see what we got going, right? Good, so this is our very first block. Let's put that over there so we hold on to it. Okay, so we have our first piece of wood, and we have our first sapling, so we're good there. Let's start crafting here. Let's get our first crafting bench. Let's start making some of our tools. I'm going to go with all basic stuff right off the bat. So this way, we hold on to everything. Okay, we're going to do our pick, our shovel, our axe, our hoe, and okay, so we need that as well. And I plan to save all of this stuff. Alright. Alright, now I'm not planning on staying here in the spawn chunk area. I do have plans of what to do with the spawn chunk area later on. Cocoa beans. Bamboo. Stop there. Alrighty. Alright everybody, here we are. This is where we're going to set up our primary base in this plains area. Got a little lost getting here. I'm not sure how much of the journey I'm going to show getting to here will be when I edit this video. So if I cover something that, maybe I already did in the trek to here, it may be in. I have to sleep shortly. Okay, so I walked around and loaded in all the chunks, so hopefully we won't have to deal with the terrain generation glitch that happens. Apologize for the phone, guys. For those of you who are new to my series, I am a father, and I do not turn off my phone or the other alarms that let me know if people come to my house. So occasionally you might hear a noise. My kids are currently, as a recording of this, are still in school, and therefore I keep the phone on in case the school has to get a hold of me. Alright, so now here we are. I need to start getting all the beginning game. Now I'm not going to try rushing this, just so you guys know ahead of time. Some things will come quick, some things will go slow. But the general idea is, I'm taking a scene from, here, let's get this night cleared out first before I continue on with that. Okay, got rid of that night. Now, as I was saying, there's a very brief scene in the Aquaman movie in which it showed how the city looked before it sank. Now, I'm not going to build that, but the premise of the base that I have is based on that idea, at least in the central part anyway. And there's a couple ideas I'm probably going to build up around in the area from other little movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I'm a big movie person, and it's one of those sounds. We have something under us. I'm a big movie person and TV show. When I was growing up, I was known as the movie guy. So generally speaking, if there was a movie out there, I usually saw it. And anybody want to know anything, I was the person that usually you would come to and talk to. All right, let's get some more of this stuff going, and let's get our other products up and going. Alright, so let's get over here. Now, the crafting bench is in where I want to be the center of my base. So this will mark the actual center of this location. We have mountains over that way. There's a small flower forest right there between the plains and the mountains. There's another set of mountains over there. The jungle is right over here, and then right over there is I think that's a birch. There's a dark forest, roof forest, dark oak over that way. So I'm surrounded by a lot of good section of. There's also some dark oak over there. Roof forest biome. I have a river that runs right through here, so I have access to the ink sacks and stuff like that. Plenty of horses. So we definitely are in a good location here. All right, let's get going here. Talking too much. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, let's get, if I can craft. Let's get the furnace up and running. This will probably be the only furnace I actually craft. Okay, because we're going to want, I'll have to show it to you. Where are you? Okay, there's the smoker, okay, which is the furnace, and then the wood, and then the I probably have to wait on that one. Okay, so, wow, that was kind of weird. Now we need to craft up some more tool stuff. Let's get our pick, shovel, axe, hoe, and of course our sword. Okay, getting an upgrade, our next advancement. Okay. Alright, we have the new smoker, which is a furnace and 4 logs of any type in that formation. So we have our first item up. Bam, there we go. That's what I'm trying to make right there. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is give me the rest of that for now. Alright, so we're going to make our first barrel, which is 2 half slabs, 6 planks. Gets our first barrel. Okay, then I'm going to want, I thought that was it, but maybe not. Oh, it's full planks. Okay, not half. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so we have our barrel and our composter. How are we doing over here? Separating. Okay. So we have a funky sounds. We have our barrel and we have our composter. Good. Hey man, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I gotta go get some more supplies. Alright. I should have, it's not in here yet. There it is. The stonecutter tool, which is 1 iron ingot, 3 stone. Okay, and this is the smithing table. So we have 2 more of our new products. Smithing table, which if you see I'm trying to right click right now, still doesn't have access yet. We're supposed to be getting that in a update. Right now, last I knew they said 1.15 is what they're looking at. Whether that changes or not, we'll see. And here's the new stonecutter. This is now where we make all of our stone from. And what we can do is we can put stone in here and we get 1 for 1. So if I want a staircase, I can do that and pull it out. And it's now cost me 1 piece. Instead of like use 6 and you get 4. So we now have access to the stonecutter. Now we have our campfire. logs, sticks, and coal. You should be able to use charcoal too, I believe. I think you can use charcoal in that recipe too as well. So we have our campfire. And of course, I usually end up burning myself with this thing. Let's put it right there above our bed. How's that? Oh, we stopped dancing. Actually, wait. I can use this because I only need 2 and 2. So we now can craft. I thought I could. Oh, there it is. So now we can craft the grindstone. Now, for the grindstone, this is what you use to repair your tools with now, because you can't repair your tools anymore just in yourself. So you use this to repair your tools with. And what I'm going to do though is, this is our first stone one. I'm going to just make a new one for now and then repair all the rest. Okay, yep. So we're going to now make the blast furnace. We need a regular furnace, 5 iron ingot, and 3 smooth stone. Not stone, smooth stone to get the blast furnace. And we're now actually done with the furnace. So we now have our blast furnace. We have llamas. Oh, we got baby llamas. Baby llamas. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them little guys. Alright. Now, with the new mechanics, we can no longer repair these picks. So I put this in my crafting table. It won't mend. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to use the grindstone. And to simply do that, remember it's a repair and disenchantment tool. And it still does the same thing as it did with our crafting table in our own crafting area. But now you actually need this in order to do that mending or repair work, if you will. Alright. Oh, look what we found! Oh, man. Wait, don't get down here. I hear an enderman. Here are zombies. Ooh, I see a zombie. So, must be a zombie one? Better. So this, oh, no skeleton. Oh boy. No. One chest. Zombie. Okay. Listen to noise. I gotta eat. Wow, that was a weird noise. I know there's some new sounds and stuff in here, but wow, that was like really, really weird. Before I really get exploring what we got here, let's get a ton of torches here. And there's the enderman. Okay. Really light this place up. Oh, you know what? Can I get under him? Is there anything behind me? No. Okay. He's angry. And yes, he did. We got our first ender pearl. All right. I'll get some torches down. Let's see what's in this chest. All right. What do we got? We've got some beetroot seed. Okay, good. We need that. Of course, we don't need the melon seed, but that's fine. Topaz gem. That's one of the Hermitcraft things. We have a saddle, and of course, name tag. Oh, that'll come in handy. Our first gunpowder. Some wheat so we can make some bread. Cool. And a chest. Oh. No way. Oh boy, this is not good. Ah, my first. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, wait. Flame against. Oh, man. Why is it so glitchy? Oh boy. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Ooh. Oh, I just got my backside handed to me there. Can I do this the right way, I hope? Oh boy. Yeah, here we go. Good, he's in the water now. That'll trap him off a little bit. And this is one of the other Hermitcraft data packs, the grave site. Can I get to my stuff before they see me? Yes. Good. It was only a matter of time before they showed up, because they do like to show up. Hit him. Ow! Oh my god, that hurt. Whoa. No. 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 Oh, god, I killed him! There it is, the armor stand. Alright, so we now have that. And we can... Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, our first armor set. Is here. There we go. Alright, and our first official iron parts we actually got from a chest. We got boots and leggings, so we're half dressed. So why don't we then finish off the rest? And of course, I'll be helpful if I get the blocks that I want. And we also have our first iron sword. Okay. So we need a hat and a shirt. And then we need an iron pickaxe. And our next advancement. And let's get this fully loaded, and then let's get our last item. I think I need a little bit more wood. I thought that was it. Ah, okay. That's it. And we have our shield. Alright, here we are, getting ready to craft two more of our new items. The loom and the cartography table. Now both of these items are functional, and the loom is used for making banners, and the cartography table is used for making our maps. Okay, we'll go over the functionality of those later on. Next up, we have a book and quill, which we're going to need to make the next item, the lectern. You need the book and quill in order to have something to write to and, of course, read. And this actually outputs a redstone signal, so the number of pages that are turned will dictate the redstone signal strength. And right now I'm demonstrating the use of the book. So you have two options here. Once you're done, you just click on done, or if you want to take the book and edit it, you can take the book, or if you want to copy it. Next up, we're going to be working on one of the non-functional pieces, the fletching table. This goes along with the smithy. Both of these items still don't have functionality yet. Hopefully we'll get that in 15. And here, next up, is going to be the scaffolding. This is used by making the bamboo. Now, the difference between the
Java Edition and the Bedrock Edition is, this is what I'm kind of discovering here. I'm trying to figure out how exactly you need to place to go upwards. When you look in a certain specific direction with the scaffolding in Java Edition, that's how the scaffolding will be placed. So notice I'm facing one direction, I'm facing another direction, and it starts placing it. I'm trying to jump to see if I can place it underneath me. So now I'm going to try here, squatting down to see if that works to place, and sure enough, it does. Alright. So that means in order to place going up, you actually have to squat down, which is kind of odd because that's how you get down the scaffolding. So if you're placing it, I guess it's fine. And then you hit the bottom one and then they all break going up. Nice and easy. And what else we got next here is going to be the flower banner pattern. You use this in the loom to create the flower pattern that's in the middle of your banners. And of course, last but not least, we really need to start working on some more endgame stuff, so the enchanting table. We used up the 2 diamonds we managed to find, and right now I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to place this thing. So, and I'm like, okay, right there's fine. And there it is.
Alright, everybody, here we are. Hope you enjoyed all those clips put together of our first day, and technically our second day, actually. Right now, I am recording the outro for episode 1, and I've had to cut a lot of the video clips that I did cut, that I made, because first off, it's several hours worth of actual recording, and second of all, the slight glitchiness that I unfortunately did experience with the recording and stuff, and I'm beginning to think that some of the glitchiness I have is actually with the fact that I'm using data packs, the Hermitcraft data packs on here. Although I know it's not 100% because in my playtest world, survival, not a cheaty world, I have some of the train generation issues there as well, which has caused the game to freeze and essentially crash on me several times. Alright, but anyway, let's get to the close and get this episode done. I just wanted to quickly point out, this is all cleaned up now because I have now moved the base down into the Tombstone. Before I describe that, I just wanted to point out, here's the fire. If you put it on top of a hay bale, your smokestack gets a lot higher, and so it's a bigger signal as to where your base location is. Just know, though, if you break this, chances are you're only going to get charcoal out of it. Alright, guys? Alright, as you saw here, this is a couple of things I cut out. We got some pets. I got some doggies and a cat. One cat for right now. And you probably, there he is. And I've seen this guy a couple times. As you can see, he's without his llamas, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you in a minute. So let's just show you him real quick. I've been trading with the local village that's nearby, and I've already traded with 2 other wandering traders. Now, this guy doesn't have anything here that I actually want. The reason is because the console is created by the tall spruce tree that's behind him. So I don't really, there's nothing in here that I really technically need, so I haven't traded with this guy yet. But that's how it basically works. The wandering trader comes in, he gives you his entire list, and this is what he'll have. He'll be here for, if I remember correctly, it's 2 days. I could be wrong about that. And then he's gone. Okay. So, that being said, we have all the tree variants on first day. We have our animals penned up. I have horses since I found some saddles. We have pigs over there, sheep here, cows there. And our first machine, our simple basic machine, the egg collector, because I have chickens in there. You can hear them clucking away. Okay. And I did go to the Nether. Unfortunately, that really glitched out bad, so I pretty much cut that whole section of the video out. I kind of went over there and got quartz so I can start making some machines and stuff. And I did take on a blaze or 2 and a wither skeleton, or 2 actually. And I didn't get any drops out of them, and so I left. I eventually did go back in, and I did get a blaze rod and 1 skull. Oddly enough, you seem to get a skull, and then it takes like 3 or 4 hours of farming until I get another one. I don't know. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but anyway, let's move on here. So we are doing really good. Now, this is where I set up the initial farm that I started with everything. And as you can tell, I have now moved all of that underground to the Tombstone. Now, Tombstone, for those who don't know, is a simple construct that I make that's generally underground, hence the name Tombstone, so that I can get all my beginning products into one location, and it's a safe location, and it's made out of cobblestone, which will probably aggravate some people, but this is what I do all the time. So here's our first floor, and I have to finish, by the way. This is just 2 days worth of work, getting everything shot, recorded, and gathered. I did a lot of exploring too, so I found a few villages, but I didn't record a lot of that stuff. So, and I did get up an enchanting table, and these books were made by me. I didn't steal anything from any of the villages. All right, and I fished. All right, actual fishing, not an auto fisher. My first enchanted book, which is Sharpness 3 and Efficiency 3 book right there. All right. Okay. And I did actually get my first enchant, even though I died a second time to another Vindicator when I had 32 levels, because I didn't get a chance to get the enchanting table up and get the diamonds that I wanted to enchant with. Here's our second floor. Okay. I do a lot with pumpkins and stuff. That's why there's 2 rows of that. And of course, like I said, when I went to the, hopefully this is not glitching out, I did get a blaze rod. So of course we have a brewing stand. And I started brewing up some stuff. I got the potions of weakness, so I can cure a villager. That's one of the advancements, so I'm going to eventually do that. Then I made some water breathing, and of course some speed potions for right now, and that's just starting. There's the puffer fish from fishing and stuff. Put a cauldron, even though I have a water here, but I did that anyway, just for the heck of it. Alright, and of course these are all barrels sitting on top of these jack-o'-lanterns, and basically all I put in there is like the seed stuff, initial for planting and everything. And then, of course, the third floor, which is down here. All right, which pretty much rest. I got to finish this side off. So we got the sugar cane. I got the cactus. Went back to spawn and went to the desert that's nearby it. Started getting up some shelving and stuff like that. Here's all the new stuff. Right here. All right. While we do have the blast furnace, there are certain items that the blast furnace will not cook. So we still need to use a regular furnace. That's why you see a bunch of these here. Okay, and believe it or not, this here is the cartography table, even though it just looks like a block of wood. And this is the second machine that I've made. And it's just nothing more than an autofiller for the composter to make the bone meal for me. And then I found a taiga, so therefore I got the new berry bushes. And what I did here, you plant these, I put, because you run into them, they damage you, or they definitely damage your armor. So what I did was I took a half slab. I actually had 2 rows of these, but they wouldn't grow because the block above it was a full block. It requires, I guess, an air block above it to grow. So what I found out is if you use like a half slab or a staircase or something, or even farmland, they will grow, but I can't run into them. I still can farm these and stuff like that, and I won't take any damage. All right, and of course, the cocoa beans is right there. I made my first banners. This is my banner that I put on all my worlds. That represents me. Okay, and then our first super smelter, simple, easy machine. Hopper into a furnace, fuel source, and then of course the output. And I got 2 of them here. And here's the bed location. All right, so that's our first leather armor set and our first iron armor set. I made a clock and a compass. Over here I have all the tools that we're saving. These are all the first items we've had. Our first block was the poppy, my wood set, my stone set. I'm working on getting the iron set. First shears, first shield, first fishing pole, crafting table, and the actual furnace. And then over here, my first enchanted diamond pick that I made was this one right here, this Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3. And then I actually got a second one here because when I put another pick in to check to see what the enchant would be, the second level was Silk Touch. So I went and foraged for more diamonds to get this, so I have a Silk Touch pickaxe. So that was the first and second enchant that we've done to this point. Okay. And then over here is the lectern. I won't read the book right now. I will do that in a later episode. There's the oxeye daisy, which I use to make my banner. And here is my favorite flower in the entire game. You have to get that in a swamp. And then, of course, our 2 tall flowers, which I will hook up with redstone eventually. And this is going to be the vine worm right here. All right. Okay, so what ended up happening is some of the explanation as to what's going on this season got cut off because of the glitchiness and everything like that. What I have to do is I will be going back to spawn point eventually to build an iron farm. That's where I'm going to put the iron farm because the spawn chunks are still going to remain loaded in. So I want to put the iron farm there. This way I can leave it and not have to be like sitting on top of it in order for it to form the iron for us. Okay, and this of course leads all around to all the other caves and everything like that and stuff. So that's kind of the game plan. And of course we're getting rain. I should real quick. See what else I can. It's going to probably be a little glitchy here. I apologize for that because of the rain. Rain has a tendency of glitching everything out, and here's a skeleton. Do you see me? That would be a wolf. So, okay, so that's all the first day stuff, and everything. Yeah, I have a lot of good plans, and like I said, it's going to come slow and fast depending on what it is. I just hope you guys enjoy the ride when you come along with me and see where we go from here. So, as always, thank you for watching, supporting. Make sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. Y'all take care now. Bye.